got the brakes on and set up. Let's show you what they look like. These are brand new brakes. I wasn't able to reuse my springs because I lost one. I only have 3. I find the Savage brakes are a bit of a pain, and let's just say one spring went flying and I kind of gave up. But I'm definitely going to get more springs and put them back on, because what's so nice about the springs is when they go in between these, it kind of makes the springs fight against each other, so they're not all collapsing and putting excess friction on the pads. It's gonna be more smoother. I've just noticed a big difference in smoothness, and you don't have to hear this. But here's a good tip for if you think your old brake pads are worn. Say, for example, you have brand new pads. You can just measure them up real quick. Let's see. Brand new pads, we have 2.9 millimeters. Used 2.6. So they're a little bit worn, but these are still pretty good shape. You can also measure the insides of the little hex right here, because if this kind of rounds out, that's actually what's pretty much gonna allow you to stop. If this is all round out, forget about stopping. There's no stopping. Also, when you're adjusting your brakes, say for example, if it's too tight, don't just crank on one screw. Do very small increments. Do like just little turns, see? Like that. Just little increments like that. Both sides. And to make sure it's all even, just measure the posts. It's going to make your brakes more consistent and even if you do it this way. Just a couple little tips I'd share with you when you putting brakes on these things. Well, there's the Savage. I have here the rear diff. It's all cleaned up and assembled in its home here, as well as I have the control arms and everything else cleaned up for the rear end. I'm tired of seeing my poor Savage like this. He's kind of making me sad, just in a drawer in my toolbox. So finally gonna start working on her again. We'll start making a truck out of her again. I cleaned this up off camera, and so I'm gonna make a separate video of cleaning my differentials up. I already have a video on this, but I'm going to show you the lazy way, and I think it works very well, so expect that. Rear end is all put together, and after replacing the pinion and reshimming this, it spins like butter, feels brand new. And I decided not to go with these drive shafts yet, because just looking at the drive shaft that came out, it's like brand new, and I had some brand new O-drive cups in the packaging, so I thought, why not get another season out of these, then convert to these? Because what's the point of converting to these? Just having good parts laying around. It doesn't really make sense to me. Here's the Savage. I put the radio box on off camera because I actually kind of forgot to grab my camera. I put the rear bumper on off camera because it was a little difficult with the little kind of area I have. It's all filled with junk. I mean, it's kind of my fault for not cleaning my area, but I didn't have much room to put the camera down and fiddle with the bumper because it's a little, it can be a little difficult on these. So anyway, I got the bumper on off camera. I got the radio tray on off camera, as well as I mounted the shocks off camera. Just one tip I have about if you have new shocks that already come assembled is go over them, because these weren't set up right from the factory. This one was overfilled, so like the shock wouldn't compress all the way because it was just too overfull with oil, and this one wasn't even bled properly. I took the lid off and there was all kinds of air in it. So no matter the brand, no matter the vehicle, if you buy brand new shocks that come pre-assembled, just inspect them before you put them on. Take the spring off, and all you have to do is move the shaft up and down. If it doesn't want to compress all the way, chances are it's overfilled with oil. If it you feel like some dead spots, or it feels spongy, or you hear like a squeaky noise, it's got air in it. So you can see these feel awesome. So that's all we can do for now. We're waiting on this front outdrive cup right there, and that goes in front of the yellow shielded bearing right there. So we're waiting on that. That's on its way, as well as some other things, not for this. And once that comes in, we can go over the front end, slap it on, slap the other TVP on, slap an engine on, slap a pipe on. This thing's finished.